Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson
First Coast Living live.
and David Benfield.
Sounds good to me.
Well, come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
Well, hello and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Jordan Wilkerson.
And I'm David Benfield. Thank you for joining us this morning. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, you can see we got some folks back here. Hey, everybody.
Hello. Yeah.
We got a full house. I'm really excited for
It's gonna be a
today's
great show. Let's jump right into it.
All right, who do we have? Well, of course, we've got Chef Tom Gray, and we also have Kurt Rogers here to tell us about what they're whipping up. Their food and their drinks are so amazing at all three of their restaurants, so you definitely want to stay tuned for that.
That's right. Plus, we're getting you ready for the holiday season. We're now just 16 days away from Christmas, and there are a slew of holiday events going across the First Coast.
And we have a special challenge today, David. The Humble Pie Punishment Pizza. We're going to explain, so you have to stick around to find out. But yeah, it's going to be a hot one.
Yeah, I'm in for pain.
But first, it's time for Say What? And you may be asking yourself why we have this trophy
Yeah, look
here.
at this. Congratulations,
Yes,
guys.
so our First Coast Living trivia team won this weekend. So two of our very own First Coast Living team members, producers, played a part in winning, which it was Matt, and we like to call him
Professor Mead.
Professor Mead.
M&M, as they are affectionately
Yeah, they're
known.
M&M. Wait, what's your team name?
We are the Necropopes.
Then we're not saying that on TV.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that. It's actually not that bad, but it's kind of questionable. All right, moving along. Well, congratulations, guys. It's kind of cool that you got this trophy. I love trivia.
guys.
Trivia is so fun,
do
too.
too.
Trivia Nation, by the way. All right, well, I had an honor last
had a
night
great time
of
last night. This is
emceeing
so cool.
along with Brian Sexton, the voice of the Jaguars. It was the Fashion Funds the Cure event benefiting the National Pediatric Cancer Foundation and the Josh Hines Allen 4-1-4-all, I should say, because, you know, his number is 41. So 4-1-4-all Foundation. Josh and Caitlin's son, Wesley, had leukemia, but he's doing much better now. So they were there, got to meet them, and they were so sweet. Told them, great season.
Yeah, Josh Hines Allen is a great dude. The stuff that he's doing for the community is wonderful. I've had the chance to interview him a couple times. He's a genuinely
He was very sweet, and he was like, I'll see you on TV. And I said, hey, I'll see you on TV.
All right, well, now you have a chance to win 4 tickets to the Jacksonville Zoo and Botanical Gardens for the Colors of the Wild. All you have to do is be the 11th caller to win the 4 tickets. The lines are open, 904-605-2525 to win those tickets to Colors of the Wild.
Yes, good luck, guys. All right, well, it is now time for Living in the Kitchen, and as promised, we've got Chef Tom Gray of Prati Italia, Town Hall, Electric Dough Pizza Company, and speaking of Electric Dough Pizza Company, their E-Bar, we've got bartender Kurt Rogers. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
All right, thanks for being here, guys. This is very, very cool. Okay, so let's just jump right into it because you guys have been here for quite a number of times. We all know what's going down, so let's jump right into the food. What do we have?
So we have our sweet carrot hummus. Has little candied pumpkin seeds, some pickled cucumber, shaved carrots.
It's beautiful too.
So this was the thought of this was kind of like the grazing foods of holidays and cheese and charcuterie boards and fun hummuses. This is a vegan hummus.
Oh, right on.
Full of flavor, lots of, but you know, it's sweet carrot puree. Or we get organic sweet carrots, we make a pumpkin puree, blend all that together, a touch of tahini.
That's really good. I love the little cucumbers too. So where can we find this dish?
You can find this at Town Hall. You can find this tower at Town Hall. The same thing. That whole that cheese and charcuterie board of the holidays, and nothing goes better than cheese and charcuterie than cocktails.
Yes, definitely.
Same
Speaking
time.
of, let's send it over to Kurt.
Let's
beautiful,
do it.
by
So
the
I've
way.
got for you here a little bit of a mulled cider. This is going to be some Irish whiskey, apple cider mulled with some baking
it's hot.
spices. Yeah, nice and warm cocktail for you. I'm going to whip up another drink here called the Italian Job. In this bottle, I've got a little bit of gin, Aperol, Cocchi Americano, and some Manzanilla sherry. I'm adding some rosemary cardamom syrup and some lemon juice here.
This is so delicious.
The
Oh my gosh,
perfect
so
cold
nice
weather
and warm.
cocktail. The good thing about it is that you can just mull cider if you don't drink, and you can have a nice non-alcoholic cocktail as well.
Good to know.
That is delicious on its own.
Absolutely. Plus it makes your house smell really nice, you know.
It's true. It's true.
It's our
And you know
perfume
what?
for the house.
I do love, so what do you call this on the menu really quickly?
This is our cured and aged tower.
Okay.
So we have manchego cheese, smoked blue cheese, our homemade pimento cheese. This has Genoa salami, prosciutto, and capicola.
Oh my gosh, so delicious. And sometimes that's all I want. you know, a nice little charcuterie with a nice little beverage.
Listen, I'm going to point at it again.
We call it
'cause I
girl
just
dinner.
want a whole bowl of this into my face.
All right, I gotta try. Is that spicy sauce on top?
That's the
That's
Calabrian chili.
no, that's actually the pepper jelly.
Oh, pepper. Oh,
so
different.
that's
Okay.
that's like
My
the
bad.
sweet sour combination with the pimento.
That looks so good too, this
Right?
drink. What is this drink called again,
It's
Kurt?
called the Italian Job. This is a cocktail, our new cocktail menu.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll see you guys later.
Oh,
Man, that's delicious. Try that.
thank you. Let me chew first. So
Good grief, that's good.
do you get to have a little bit of creative control then at the E-Bar?
I do, absolutely. Yeah, I work really close with our bar manager, Michael Bloom, to come up with some of the cocktails. And of course, we have a great staff who has a lot of really good input. And yeah, we have some pretty seasoned bartenders at the E-Bar. So
That's cool, man. It's a beautiful bar, too.
Okay, I'm ready.
And that bar stays open till midnight, Fridays and Saturdays. Full service bar, full service food. Late night happy hour, 10 to midnight every Friday, Saturday.
That's a great place to go. Like, if it's 11:30 at night and you've got that, like, you got a hankering for something like
Like a pizza and
Yeah,
an
man.
Italian Job cocktail.
right, or a beer or whatever, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like that,
Yeah.
I love that idea because there's not a lot of places that I have found that are like doing stuff like that, full service that late, right? So I
Yeah.
love that very much.
Oh my gosh.
It's delicious. Everything there is absolutely silly. It's done.
Yeah, fruit nut
unreal.
compote. We make
This
that.
is so good.
Yeah, we make that in house. It's great with cheese, a little fig jam with the blue, the smoky blue thing. You know, pickled vegetables with
good.
the
know,
cured meats. It's just a fun combo.
Absolutely nuts. Okay, so you can take
Cheers.
the mulled cider
Perfect.
and go hang out with Carissa.
Cheers to both of you. We'll be checking back in for some more deliciousness.
cheers.
I'm gonna hang out with the fellas and keep eating.
All right. I got to walk over here, y'all. Thank you so much. Save some more for me, please. I'm not
Okay.
done. He goes, okay.
I'll try to save pimento cheese.
All right, well, let's head on over here because I am joining the
Italian Job?
Carissa T. Wade. She is back, and today we are talking about the Drag Me to Brunch toy drive. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us. Of course. So tell us about this brunch and why you created it.
Well, Fishwear started their new brunch in Murray Hill, which is an incredible little neighborhood. We want to do something to give back each month. So we're going to be giving back to the Red Door Pantry, a food pantry that started in this guy named Jim's yard for people in need. He just put a little small stuff out. And the Murray Hill community has grown incredibly busy with it, and it's grown huge. So we're going to be doing a small toy drive and small non-perishable gifts and stuff like that.
Okay, that's wonderful. So partnering with Fishwear Brewery.
Correct.
Or brewing, I should say. And then Red Door Pantry. Why did you want to get involved with them?
Because I'm seeing grassroots. It started out, he was telling me he just put a few extra bagels out on the table because he had leftover stuff. And the
Okay.
community itself is really challenged around that and just started growing it. They had turkeys, they had all kinds of stuff during November. So we want to make sure we get them some cute little stocking stuffers and some good gifts to keep it going. Because you know, it gets expensive and the community's doing it with such a big heart. I think it's an amazing thing to team up with.
All right, so tell us about the drive itself. How does it work? Do folks bring toys to the brunch?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can bring it to the brunch. You can drop the non-perishable food off at the brunch. If for some reason you can't make it there, you can go by Fishwear and drop it off as well. As for Stacy, she's the incredible owner that's put all this together and stuff. She's just been amazing.
That's awesome. You do so much for our community. You have so many charitable events,
Right.
and I think that's really cool. Is this the first time you've done this one for the holidays?
Absolutely. This is the first time we've done this one for the holidays.
Okay.
Next month, I will do a blanket and coat drive for Rebel Recovery for people who are unhoused and with substance issues and things along those lines, or for anyone else that needs a blanket or coat during this COVID holiday.
Oh, that's so awesome. And another thing that's awesome, I want to say congratulations. Folio Best of Jacks, you got nominated. Tell us
Sure
about
did.
it.
We got nominated for Best Brunch, which was kind of cool because it's their second brunch.
Yeah.
And then Best LGBT Activist, Best Community Activist, Social Crusader, I think is what it is. Oh, I was talking about. And then Best Drag Queen as well.
That's awesome. Well,
You know, I'm always the
congratulations.
bridesmaid, never the bride. I'm always nominated every year.
Hey, so
but
we
I
will-
don't win it, but it's wonderful to be nominated.
We will be voting. We're actually up for Best Morning Show
Yes,
as well,
absolutely.
First Coast
And
Living.
Is
So
there anything better?
that's right. We love it here.
I
Thank
better
you so
stop
much for
saying that. I
joining.
won't get booked in any of the other ones.
So December 14th, right, for the
December
brunch.
the 14th, absolutely.
Get your tickets.
And
We have the
Naked
website.
Kitchen will be doing all the catering for it, and they are so good. They cook it right on site for you. It's delicious.
Sounds like so much fun. Thank you so much for joining
Thank
us. And
you for
again, what you do
having
for the
me.
community.
Thank you, and I want
course.
to find out about the cocktail.
Yeah, let's head over there. David, what do we have coming up?
All right, we're getting you into the holiday spirit as we are now 16 days away from Christmas. So joining us today is Leah Rosler. She is going to talk to us about the magic of Deck the Square. Thank you so very
Yes.
much for being on the show again.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Thanks
Welcome
for having
back.
me.
So, Deck the Square. What is Deck the Square?
Deck the Square. This is the second year, so we went bigger and better. Last year we had 10 trees in the middle of Bayless Park,
Yeah.
and it's a collaboration between local businesses and a nonprofit of their choosing.
Okay.
So they get together, they decorate their tree however they like. Last year we had so much fun with it that we decided, let's do more. So this year there are 26 trees.
Right on.
So 26 different charities that are represented, and people really went all out this year with their decorations. They are so cute.
Yeah, so if folks weren't out there last year, what can they expect, right, if they show up?
In the middle of Bayless Park, so if you've been to San Marco, the San Marco Square, it's right in the middle there with the gazebo and the lion fountains. You can't miss the trees. There's 26 of them right in the middle. Yeah. Each one has a QR code in front, which lists the business and the nonprofit. Okay. And the QR code takes you to the voting. It's vote with your dollars.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long is this going to be on display?
The trees will be up through the month of December,
okay.
But voting will end on December 19th so that we can make sure to get some announcements out and get congratulations to the winners.
Of course. Okay, so how did all this come about?
It's something that we've been talking about for the last few years as a board. Just what can we do that's a little different, festive, decorate the square. It's something that I've seen in the past in Milwaukee, where I'm from. And we just adapted it to be something a little bit, add that charitable aspect to it, so that it's not only something fun and pretty, but it's doing good for the community as well.
It's doing very well. That's fantastic. Yeah. That is so cool. Okay, so before I let you go, where do we go to learn some more information?
Our social media is at My San Marco, so we've got a lot of the links there. We're sharing people's posts. If you stop by, make sure to get your selfies and tag My San Marco.
Absolutely.
Our website, sanmarcomerchants.com. But the best way is obviously just to go and visit. And
check it out.
Check it out.
That is awesome. Leah, thank you so very much. I
My
really
pleasure.
appreciate you being on the show, and I think it's going to be a great year for you.
Thank you very much.
Stick around, guys. We'll be right back after the break.
Do you hear what Do you see what I see? A song high above the tree with a voice of
I'm lonely.
First Coast Living wants to send you to Universal Orlando Resort to celebrate the holidays.
Be the 12th person to call 904-605-2525. The lines are open now.
You can find official rules and more at firstcoastnews.com/contests.
Teeth are amazing. That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we have new financing options to help you get a new smile today, not someday. Scan the QR code or call to learn more.
Go ahead and smile.
This is Eric. When he got injured in a car accident, he called Morgan & Morgan. So yeah, you don't just get some lawyer. You get an army. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Honey?
Wait, what?
With COVID-19 and my heart disease, I'm not going to wait. If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Paxlovid is an oral treatment for adults with mild to moderate COVID-19 and a high risk factor for it becoming severe. It does not prevent COVID-19.
My symptoms are mild now. I'm not risking it.
Paxlovid must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms and helps stop the virus from multiplying in your body. Taking Paxlovid with certain medicines can lead to serious or life-threatening side effects or affect how it or other medicines work, including hormonal birth control. Tell your doctor about all medicines, vitamins, and herbal supplements you take, as certain tests or dosage changes of your other medicines may be needed. Tell them if you have kidney or liver problems, HIV-1, are or plan to be pregnant, or breastfeed. Don't take Paxlovid if allergic to its ingredients. Stop taking and call your doctor right away if you have allergic reaction symptoms. Serious side effects can include allergic reactions, some severe like anaphylaxis and liver problems. These are not all the possible side effects, so talk to your doctor.
If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Ask your doctor today.
Plantar fasciitis feels like pointed, sharp pain. It just hurts all the time. It feels like your foot is squeezing on itself. When I drove past the Good Feet store, I thought, I'm gonna stop in. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support for my feet that were personally fitted just for me. Then it was like, okay, this is something special. These make a difference.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
When you have a health question,
what do you do when you throw out your back?
Call HCA Florida's Consultant Nurse to speak with a licensed nurse 24/7 for answers and guidance. Call HCA Florida's Consultant Nurse. It's free.
I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The thrill of winning never gets old.
But at Farah & Farah, it's not just about us. It's the thrill of fighting for our clients.
That's what drives us.
We've seen big insurance underpay car crash claims or flat out deny them.
It's sad to say, but it's true.
That's why we're so relentless, to get our clients every dollar they deserve.
It doesn't get more fairer than that.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe it's time the world sees your smile. Whether it's a single tooth, dentures, or dental implants, we make new smiles affordable for everyone.
Go ahead and smile.
Welcome back. The Mr. Rogers Neighborhood Sweater Drive aims to deliver warmth to neighbors in need. So David McGowan and Leanne Rassler join us with more. Thank you so very much for being here today. I really do appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you.
So, all right, so tell us, what is the Mr. Rogers Neighborhood Sweater Drive?
The Mr. Rogers Sweater Drive is something that WJCT Public Media has been doing in this community for more than 20 years.
That's cool.
And it's an opportunity for us to honor the incredible legacy of Mr. Rogers, the legacy of kindness and of being a good neighbor. And so what we do is we work with community partners to gather up, ask our community to contribute warm clothing, all kinds of clothing that we distribute to those who find themselves in circumstances where they need them. And so we've been doing that now for a number of weeks, collecting the clothing, and we're getting ready to distribute it tomorrow.
That's amazing. Mr. Rogers was a huge part of my childhood. So this is very cool. All right, so how does ViStar contribute to this effort?
So ViStar's been collecting the sweaters, the blankets, any cold weather items throughout the month of November at our branches in 6 counties. And we've been working with WJCT to get ready for this huge distribution tomorrow at Clara White and at City Rescue Mission. So it's part of our simple purpose, which is to do good. So we've basically everything that we do surrounds that purpose, to just be a good community partner.
That's very cool. Okay, so with what limited time I have left, so how does this sweater drive impact the community?
Well, I think it's really a great thing. First of all, it allows people to express their kindness and to contribute to the well-being of others. And of course, for those who are in need and who come to Clara White Mission tomorrow or to the City Rescue Mission, it enables them actually to get through a cold stretch. We're experiencing a cold stretch now. Right. We all know it's not that common, but when it is common, it's hard to survive out on the street. And so we're all, you know, kind of one bad event away from finding ourselves in need. And so we're really very pleased, and again, pleased to be able to serve this role of bringing these community partners together to do something that none of us could really do on our own.
Right. My mom told me when I was growing up, like, you don't know people's stories, right? You are just one bad day away from something catastrophic. So this is very, very cool. Where do we go to learn some more information?
Well, you can go on WJCT.org. We have a lot of information about the drive right there. And again, if you haven't been able to contribute this year, think about it. We've been doing it for 20 years. I'm expecting us to be able to do it for 20 more. So.
Okay, cool. All right, excellent. And next year, let's bring you back on and we'll talk about it again. Thank you so very much for being here today. I really do appreciate your time.
Thank you.
What you're doing for the community is exceptional. Thank you so very much. Guys, stick around. We'll be right back after the break. Hey guys, I'm out here at Legends Billiards. I've got a pair of owners here. I've got Tim and I've got Butch, and they're going to tell us all about this fantastic new spot that you need to come out and try. Guys, thank you so very much for having us out here. I really appreciate your time. Owners, you're busy, I can tell. So tell everybody about Legends Billiards.
So we've really tried to bring up the bar in the billiards world, try to set a new standard, make it fun, make it interesting, have a good time with your friends, and just all around just have a good place to come to.
Yeah, I dig it. One of the things that you guys want to try to champion is like you make everybody feel like a regular on their first visit. So how do you accomplish that?
It starts when they first walk in the door. We bring them in with a hostess. We take them to the table. We'll take their food order, drink order right away. We have QR codes set up so that they don't have to go to the bar. They can order right from their phone. We put a lot of attention to detail into that very thing, just making them feel at home.
You do a great job. It is beautiful in here. The beers are flowing and they're nice and tasty. The pool tables look absolutely amazing. So let me ask you, what's the difference between like a, an average room versus like say a professional room?
We've really put a lot of time and thought into the spacing, the pool tables, the equipment, and the atmosphere in here. We've really tried to just step up the level that we've built here. The pros have come in here and have been blown away. This is one of the nicest rooms in the country is what we're hearing, and we'll take all that we can get.
Yeah, that's amazing. One of the nicest rooms in the country, and it's right here in Jacksonville. I super dig that. So let's talk shop here. Let's talk about happy hour specials, things like that. What's going on here?
We have a happy hour from 4 to 7 every day, and the specials change pretty often.
Okay.
Like right now when football's going on, we have Monday wing specials. So just check in legendsjacks.com and you can find out all our specials for every day.
Hey man, Monday Night Football and wings go hand in hand. That sounds delicious. Okay, so you guys were telling us, that a lot went into creating this space, right? And it's absolutely stunning. So let's talk a little bit about that. Like, what all did you guys do to separate yourselves from other, pool halls, so to speak?
Between Butch and I and the team that built this, we've got over 40 years of experience in this. So we've taken the good, the bad, the stuff that we've seen through the years that we didn't like, stuff that we've really enjoyed, and really just meshed it all together and put our own twist on it to really build the ultimate pool hall.
All right, Butch, before you guys teach me how to do a cool trick shot, where can we go to learn some more information?
On Facebook, Legends Billiards.
All right, go to Facebook, Legends Billiards. All right, it's time to learn. Let's get our learn on. Let's go learn a trick shot.
Let's do it. All right, well, I want to see your best shot. This 4 balls all in one shot. Let's see what you can do.
Hold on, you want me to shoot all 4 balls in with one shot?
Just one shot.
Like I'm a pro.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Okay, let's try it. All right, what do you want me to, where do I aim it? What do I, aim for the 3 ball and just shoot straight at the 3? All right. Okay. Just shoot straight at the 3. Ah!
Do you hear what I hear? Do you see what I see? A star dancing in the night with a tail as big as a kite. Yeah! With a tail as big as a kite. A song high above the tree with a voice as big as the with a voice as big as the sea.
I'm lonely.
At New South Window, our replacement windows and doors beautify your home while protecting your family. They reduce outside noise, keep your home cool in the summer and comfortable in the winter, and are built to stand up to extreme weather. You get premium windows made just for you. Plus, expert installation homeowners rave about. And with our lifetime transferable warranty, your investment is protected for life. Schedule your free consultation today, and for a limited time, buy 2 windows or doors and get 1 free. Call today.
This week on Neutrogena Remembers.
Will you marry me?
I love you.
If you remember these 2, it may be time to start using Neutrogena Retinol Regenerating Cream. It can reverse 7 years of visible aging. Great skin. Oh, to be young.
Wishes come true the same place every year. When every light twinkles and you're filled with cheer. On our holiday ride, we'll aim for the sky, and I'll build this world for you. So your magical, merriest dreams come true.
On the 12th day of winter, the Jeep brand gave to me 12 switchbacks winding, 11 rubber duckies, 10-inch touchscreen, 9 pine tree sparkling, 8 decades going, 7 slots of shining, skipping a few, 3 rows of seating, 2 finger waves, and only one.
Jeep, there's only one. Right now during the Jeep Wrap-Up the Year sales event, well-qualified lessees can lease a 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport Pass Gas model for $359 a month, or purchase and get no monthly payments for 90 days.
Holidays are coming, Sunday magic, holidays are night. Can you see it shining bright? Always Coca-Cola. Holidays are coming. Holidays are coming, holidays are coming, holidays are coming, holidays are coming, holidays are coming.
I'm Brad. No, I'm Brad. No, you're Justin. Is the thought of selling your property this confusing? We're prime buyers and twin brothers, making it easy to sell your house for cash. We've dealt with every situation: rundown rentals, serious repairs, foreclosure, divorce, family disputes. You don't need to fix a thing. So before you call a realtor, save the commission and let's talk. I think we may be the right property buyer for you. Call Prime Buyers at 904-267-0000.
I was involved in a motor vehicle accident. My car rolled over and flipped 3 times. I had fractured my spinal cord. The reason I contacted Morgan & Morgan was I wanted to fight for myself. They want to make sure that you and your family are well taken care of. I'm very happy with what I received.
Presenting classical Chinese dance in a large-scale performance featuring traditional costumes, patented backdrop technology, and tales from ancient China and beyond. All accompanied by a live orchestra, entirely new choreography, and musical compositions. Shen Yun, Jacksonville and Orange Park, from December to February. shenyun.com/FL.
Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson
First Coast Living live.
and David Benfield.
Sounds good to me.
Well, come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
Welcome back. We are now living in the kitchen, living in the Winn-Dixie kitchen built by Procraft Cabinetry.
That's right, we're back with Chef Tom Gray and Mr. Rogers.
Very nice.
All right, Kurt, what you got for us? Let's start with you.
Right, so we're going to do a couple of cocktails from our holiday menu, and I want to start you first off with our house eggnog. So
cool.
This is some spiced rum, a little bit of PX sherry, and some Spanish brandy. The good thing about eggnog is that you can use alternative milks if you would like. So if you don't do dairy, you can do almond milk, you can do oat milk.
I would have never
You can
thought.
make vegan eggnogs. You don't have to put alcohol in
Thank
it
you.
at all.
Ooh,
if
that's
you don't
good.
drink.
Turn it around.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's my favorite.
Smells
my favorite holiday drink. And the thing about it is, like, you can use almost any spirits. You want to use aged tequila, whiskey, brandy. Yeah, it gets you where you're going.
Yeah.
It's going to get me where I'm going.
Isn't it so good? I'm telling you, that's not your Pawpaw's eggnog.
No.
Pretty good. And
No,
this
it
is at the E-Bar at Electric Dough Pizza Company.
That's right. So next up, we have the Roman Holiday. We're going to start off with a little bit of 100-proof whiskey, because you need
Wait,
that in
what?
the morning, right? Some Luau Lads Falernum here,
Here we go.
which is near and dear to my heart, because this is one of our products. I'm going to add some chicory liqueur.
Chicory liqueur, that's awesome.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's like chicory coffee. Like you get
Like
from
chicory
Cafe de
root?
That's it. Yep.
Yeah.
Really?
And a little bit of creme de cacao just to add some of the like chocolate notes to it.
Yep. Yum.
We're also going to add a little bit of saline solution, so a little bit of salt.
Whoa. Okay.
Wait, what?
If we
Wow, I
season
feel
our
like we're
foods,
slapping science onto some
This is
stuff.
so interesting.
we're seasoning our foods. We should be seasoning our cocktails as well. Grab a little bit of ice here.
Okay. And while you're doing that, Chef Tom, you've created this lovely pizza.
So this is our 6-cheese pizza. It's a cacio e pepe base with mozzarella, Asiago, provolone, Parmesan, ricotta. It's our house-made ricotta that we put on top. And then a little bit of bacon.
Oh my God. Great image.
And this crust is actually gluten-free.
Really?
Yes.
I would not have known that, actually.
This is a small family
Man,
out
that
of
is so good.
Orlando. They get this from. It's based on a Brazilian cheese bread. So this is not dairy-free. It's gluten-free.
Okay.
They also make a cauliflower version that we're waiting to
good.
test hopefully this next week so we can have vegan flats also with our vegan cheese. So,
That is fantastic.
but this is available at both Electric Dough and Prati Italia.
And what's it called again?
This one is our 6 cheese, but you can get any pizza on a gluten-free crust.
Very nice.
Yes.
All right, try it, David. What's this one called again,
So
Kurt?
this is the Roman Holiday. It's going to be a stirred boozy cocktail. So fans of old fashions, Manhattans, like this is the drink for you.
That is so good. That is going to be one of my new
A
favorites.
little bit of fresh nutmeg on top to just kind of tie in
Kurt,
that holiday feel.
that is
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm glad you
Oh my
enjoy
gosh,
it.
everything was so delicious. Thank you so much. And we were just talking about pizza. Remember at the top of the show when I mentioned that humble pie pizza challenge? Check this out.
Oh man.
Fantasy football season is winding down, which means punishment season is heating up for league losers, and it looks like I may be one of them. So joining us to talk about some football and this year's hottest new punishment, literally, is former NFL star Anthony "Spice" Adams. So great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. And of course, I have to ask, who scored big for you this season on your fantasy team?
Well, I didn't do great overall with my team because I kind of missed the draft. So a lot of things got assimilated or whatever. But I did end up getting Christian McCaffrey, and he is a guy who's kind of leading the league in reception. So he plays running back. So he's getting rushing yards and receiving yards. So that fares well in fantasy league. So he's killing it for me.
Well, at least you got that. My team actually looked good and then just basically bombed because, you know how it works, right? Like you think you got a great team and then they just don't perform or somebody gets hurt. So I feel like I'm headed towards this punishment situation. So what are some of the best punishments you've heard of?
The best punishment I heard, which would drive me crazy and drive a lot of my friends crazy, would be I seen someone have to go to a bar when they open, and they couldn't leave till when they closed.
Oh.
So to waste my time those many hours is the worst thing you can do to me, especially in a bar and then they had to drink beer every hour. It was oh man, that would be torture for me to have to sit in a bar that long. Oh my gosh.
Tell us about what the punishment option that you have for us here.
So I wish that I came up with this idea, but Red Baron did it, and it is awesome. So if you are the loser in fantasy league football, you have to eat the humble pie. And this humble pie has Red Baron Carolina Reaper sauce on it. It has spicy mozzarella ghost pepper cheese. It has habaneros on it. It has jalapenos. The pepperoni is sprinkled with cayenne pepper. And then you have habanero flakes all over the pie. So this is crazy, but a great alternative. And also, if you go to redbaron.com/humble pie between now and December 15th, if you are daring enough to take a picture with this humble pie and the box transform into a sign that says, "I suck at fantasy," if you are daring enough to post that picture, then you can reward your friends or the people in your fantasy league who actually did better than you. They can get classic Red Baron pizza that is the opposite of this.
Ah, that's really cool.
I grew up on Red Baron, so
me too.
It's incentive for me to play. Even incentive for me to lose because Red Baron is doing such a good job with this humble pie. So
sounds like a win-win, right? But I have to ask, as far as the game on the field goes, what teams are you hoping that will make the playoffs, or what are you thinking in terms of the playoffs?
Well, I'm very biased. I only root for the two teams that I played for, San Francisco 49ers and the Bears, and both of them are going to the playoffs. So any one of them could win the Super Bowl. But I'm here in Chicago, and so. I can't really lose when it comes to Chicago and San Francisco.
All right. Of course, we're really hopeful with the Jaguars. Things looking, a little bit better than at least the past few years. That's right. He knows it. Spice Adams, thank you so much for joining us. Again, tell us how fans can get their hands on the humble pie punishment pizza.
So redbaron.com/humble pie between now and December 15th.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you have a great holiday season.
Yes, ma'am. You too.
Thank you. And everyone at home, if you would like to see this interview again, just head to First Coast News Plus. All right, y'all. Red Baron sent us the pizza, so David's going to try it because you haven't really paid attention to your fantasy team this year, have you?
No, I didn't really want to play.
I know, he got auto-drafted.
And then auto-drafted, so yeah.
They sent gloves and the goggles, so.
All right,
you
I've
ready?
got eggnog and beer here, so.
Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. But he likes spicy things, so we'll see.
Oh, that's real.
Is it real? Is it a good punishment?
Oh, that's real.
The habanero, the jalapeno, the ghost pepper.
Yeah.
You're like, thanks for reminding me.
If you eat that whole pizza, there's something wrong with you and you need to go to the hospital.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. We'll check back in with Dave in a little bit.
At Fifth Third, we work hard to make banking a Fifth Third better.
Bank? Fifth Third Bank, please. What is happening?
to go to Fifth Third Bank, please. They work hard every day to make banking a Fifth Third better, putting extra effort into everything they do and keeping your money safe. And I have a deposit to make.
Gosh, you're so smart.
This is banking a Fifth Third better.
I'm Dr. Michael Spencer at Riverside Dental and Implant Center. Thank you for giving me a moment of your time. I just want to say how proud I am of our team for their devotion to making your lives better for more than 40 years now. Because solving your teeth problems is the only reason why we're here. Implants or whatever it is, we can help. Call us at 1-800-NEW-TEETH for a free consultation, and you'll find out how we really do care. Thank you.
Hi, I'm calling again about that estimate I was supposed to get 3 weeks ago.
Hello?
I was just wondering if you'd be able to come out and measure my tub. Me again. Just checking on your availability. I'm just calling to see if anyone can come out and take a look at my bathroom. It's not that deep. You just come in, you take the tape measure, and you go boom, 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 and you're done. Ugh.
Thank you for calling West Shore Home. What kind of project are you interested in?
When you're tired of chasing down callbacks, West Shore Home is ready to get your project started. We utilize highly trained employee installers. Plus, the first time we stop out, you'll get a price that's good for an entire year and a guaranteed installation date. To lock in your price that's good for an entire year, call the number on your screen now or visit westshorebath.com for buy one, get one savings. Buy a full bath remodel and get a shower and a second bathroom absolutely free. That's remodeling reimagined.
The road can be a wild place. There are all kinds of drivers out there. That's why Progressive Snapshot personalizes your insurance rate based on your driving. So you're not stuck paying for someone else's mistakes. What? Is there something wrong with my hair?
If you get hurt at work, you have rights. Doesn't matter how it happened or where. It doesn't matter who's at fault. The law protects you, period.
And if you're already getting a workers' compensation check, it might be the wrong amount. You may be entitled to future wages. You might even have multiple claims. Call Farah & Farah for a free consultation. We'll fight to make sure you get all the money you're entitled to.
Farah & Farah.
The holidays are here, and if you're looking for ways to make hosting easier and more delicious, the Honey Baked Ham Company has big news. For the first time ever, they're adding prime rib to their iconic holiday lineup. So joining us to tell us all about it is Honey Baked resident culinary expert, Chef Tim Ziga. So thank you so much for joining us. And Honey Baked is famous for holiday staples like ham and turkey, of course. So why is it now time to introduce the prime rib into the holiday menu?
That's a fantastic question. And honestly, it's because our customers kept asking us for it. So every year we have a large number of our customers asking us, when are you guys going to do a showstopper center of the table prime rib? And we did our research, we did our homework, and we discovered that beef is actually the third most popular main dish during the Christmas holiday behind ham, of course, and turkey. Once we decided to do it, we knew we had it to make it perfect. So it took us a little while. It took us almost 2 years to come up with this fantastic, perfectly marbled, expertly seasoned piece of USDA choice prime rib, and we cook it for you. So we pre-cook it up to rare, and then we vacuum seal it to seal in all those flavors and all those juices, and hand it off to you. All you need to do is open it up, pop it in your oven, cook it to your desired temperature, take it out, put it on the table, serve your family, and be a hero for the holidays.
It looks delicious too, and a lot of families want the big holiday meal without the stress. So are there simple ways to make how Honey Baked helps make hosting even easier?
You know there are, so I like to think the fine people at Honey Baked work twice as hard over the holidays so that you don't have to. We know you guys are crazy busy, so we do a lot of the heavy lifting. The food is not only outrageously delicious, but it's also pre-cooked, so it's super easy. All you really have to do is warm it up. We know one of the downsides of the holidays is all that extra work, trying to make everything perfect for your family and friends. Let us handle it. Sit down, relax, hang out with your friends and family. You deserve it this time of year.
Hey, that sounds good to me. And beyond the prime rib, what else is new or popular on the holiday menu? Any sides we should be knowing about?
You know there are. So Honey Baked Ham is basically a one-stop shop for your holiday table. We're known for our hams and turkeys, and we'll soon be known for our prime rib, but we also have a fantastic selection of side dishes. We have desserts, cakes, pies, we have sauces, we have gravy, we have rolls. Anything you're going to find on a holiday table, you can find at a Honey Baked Ham. The sides are my favorite, one of my favorites, I should say. We've got a fantastic cheesy potatoes au gratin. We've got an elevated green bean casserole, a double cheddar mac and cheese. We've got an awesome sweet potato souffle topped with a brown sugar and some toasted pecans. You don't want to sleep on the sides over the holiday. They are a crucial part of the holiday table. It really isn't the holidays until it tastes like the holidays.
That's such a good point, and everything you mentioned sounds so delicious. And the holidays also are a season for gifting. So what are some honey baked gifts or bundles that can make great options for friends and family?
Well, believe it or not, you can ship an entire holiday dinner straight to somebody's door. Personally, you can get on honeybaked.com. We've got fantastic, delicious gifts to select from. We've got awesome combinations as well. Maybe you're not sure about what your family or loved one really wants for the holiday. You can get them a gift card, let them choose. Basically just a way to make their holiday meal even more special. Everything you need is on honeybaked.com.
Awesome. That was going to be my next question. Where can we go for more information? It has been such a pleasure talking with you today. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy holidays.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. And everyone at home, if you would like to see this interview again, just head to First Coast News Plus.
As families prepare to gather for the holidays, adults 65 and over face a heightened risk of severe infection from respiratory illnesses, especially COVID-19. Multi-generational celebrations and long hours spent indoors create ideal conditions for viruses to spread. So, how do we protect ourselves and our older family members during the highest risk months of the year? Here with critical information is respiratory specialist Dr. Juanita Mora. Doctor, thank you so very much for joining us today. So why are older populations more at risk for severe COVID-19 infections?
Well, what we know, David, more than anything is one is we age, our immune system weakens. So people greater than 65 years and older are going to have weakened immune system that put them at risk for complications from COVID-19. Second, people greater than 65 years and older are also higher risk for having chronic medical conditions that put them also at higher risk for COVID-19 complications, such as diabetes, high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, asthma, COPD, or emphysema. And the last thing is just looking at the data. September of 2024 to October of 2025, we have had 44,000 deaths in the U.S. from COVID-19. And 2/3 have been in people greater than 65 years of age. This is why it's so important that people get vaccinated and protected.
Okay, so what steps should families think about taking before these holiday gatherings?
The top holiday tips that I give patients: number one, vaccination for everyone. Everyone 6 months and older should get a COVID-19 vaccine to get everyone protected at your table. Number two, good ventilation at your holiday gathering. So good ventilation means putting that HEPA air filter on so that way we don't propagate the virus. Number three, people are sick, that they wear a mask, especially around our most vulnerable, the newborn babies, people greater than 65 years of age. Number four, as well too, that if they're feeling any cold symptoms, that they get a COVID-19 test kit and test, so that way we make sure if it's COVID-19, we don't propagate it within our family. And number five, universal precautions. Frequent hand washing is going to be key as well too in stopping the propagation of this virus.
Doctor, you'll be happy to know that my family is a vaccination station. We never miss our opportunity to get vaccinated, but a lot has been said about getting or not getting vaccinated. So where should our audience be looking for guidance on vaccinations for the COVID-19 virus?
Sure. What I tell patients, number one conversation can actually take place with your primary care doctor. They're your trusted vaccine messenger. Number two, you can go to trusted websites such as the Champions for Vaccine Education, Equity, and Progress, cveep.org, where you can also obtain all the information, English and Spanish, that people might need. The third place is local departments of public health websites as well too that contain all the good information. And if you're trying to get the vaccine, you can talk to your local doctor or your local pharmacist, so that way you can get the vaccine. It's well covered with private insurance, Medicare, and Medicaid.
Okay, so what should we know about long COVID's impact on older adults?
Sure. What we know is that long COVID becomes a huge risk factor when people have had repeated COVID-19 infections. So number one way of preventing it is vaccination. So we know that COVID-19 is a very inflammatory virus, which means when it goes to the different organs, it can cause inflammation within these organs. So when it goes into the heart, it can put people at risk for arrhythmias, heart attacks. When it goes into the lungs, it can put people at risk for new onset asthma, COPD, or emphysema. When it goes into the brain, it can also put people at risk for strokes. And now there's a correlation between development of Alzheimer's and long COVID symptoms as well.
Oh, wow. Wow, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Okay, so where can we go to learn more information for local guidance and access to COVID-19 vaccines?
Sure. People can talk to their local doctor or their local pharmacist to learn about getting COVID-19 vaccines, usually available there. But they can also search their local Department of Public Health. If they don't have insurance, they run free clinics for giving COVID-19 vaccines free of charge. And then the other place is obviously cveep.org, the Champions for Vaccine Education, Equity, and Progress.
Doctor, thank you so very much for your time this morning. It's been a very interesting conversation. And guys at home, if you want to catch this segment again or others like it, just head over to First Coast News Plus.
I'm Brad. No, I'm Brad. No, you're Justin. Is the thought of selling your property this confusing? We're Prime Buyers and twin brothers, making it easy to sell your house for cash. We've dealt with every situation: rundown rentals, serious repairs, foreclosure, divorce, family disputes. You don't need to fix a thing. So before you call a realtor, save the commission and let's talk. I think we may be the right property buyer for you. Call Prime Buyers at 904-267-0000.
I can clean your teeth, but I can't wash your whole mouth.
Yes, we're toothbrushes, not mouth brushes.
Listerine works with brushing to deliver 5 times more cleaning power, plus it contains clinically proven essential oils.
For whole mouth health, Listerine. Wash your mouth.
Honey.
You too, huh?
The COVID-19, we're not waiting. If it's COVID,
Paxlovid.
Paxlovid is an oral treatment for adults with mild to moderate COVID-19 and a high risk factor for it becoming severe. It does not prevent COVID-19.
Our symptoms are mild now, but we're not risking it.
Paxlovid must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms and help stop the virus from multiplying in your body. Taking Paxlovid with certain medicines can lead to serious or life-threatening side effects or affect how it or other medicines work, including hormonal birth control. Tell your doctor about all medicines, vitamins, and herbal supplements you take, as certain tests or dosage changes of your other medicines may be needed. Tell them if you have kidney or liver problems, HIV-1, are or plan to be pregnant or breastfeed. Don't take Paxlovid if allergic to its ingredients. Stop taking and call your doctor right away if you have allergic reaction symptoms. Serious side effects can include allergic reactions, some severe like anaphylaxis, and liver problems. These are not all the possible side effects, so talk to your doctor.
If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Ask your doctor today.
My name is Andy Titleman. There was a forklift accident. It broke my foot as well as about 3 toes. I was in terrible pain. I didn't know quite what to do. Before I hired Morgan & Morgan, I did call a few other places. The other places denied helping me. I called Morgan & Morgan, and they accepted me kind of like with open arms. I don't believe I could have done it without Morgan & Morgan. There is a reason I called Morgan & Morgan. They are for the people. They showed me that they were for me.
Great sleep starts at Rooms to Go during Mattress Month, thanks to this great offer. Buy this Beauty Rest Select Hybrid mattress, any size, for just $5.95. That's any size, one low price, just $5.95. Twin, full, queen, even a king-size mattress. Plus, shop and save on this Tuft & Needle or Beauty Rest Harmony Luxe mattress. Any size, one low price. It's top brand mattresses. Any size, one low price. Starting at $5.95. Now during Mattress Month at Rooms to Go.
It's one of those days we're not cooking dinner, so I pulled into Popeyes.
Smart. Popeyes $20 family meal feeds everyone while you take the night off. Take a holiday from cooking. Got a smaller crew? Get 5 pieces of chicken for $9. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Advances in biomarker testing are transforming colorectal cancer treatment, offering patients precision-based therapies tailored to their cancer's unique profile. Gastrointestinal oncologist and medical advisor for the Colorectal Cancer Alliance, Dr. Liu, and colorectal cancer patient Michelle Kapp will join us with more. Doctor, what exactly are biomarkers and why are they so important in treating colorectal cancer today?
Yeah, so this is the most exciting time, without question, in history for the treatment for colorectal cancer, and more importantly, personalizing treatment for colorectal cancer. And so this all begins with biomarker testing. And so what are biomarkers? Biomarkers are like a biologic fingerprint for cancer. It's what helps us distinguish one tumor from another person's tumor. So what are biomarkers then? Biomarkers are genes or proteins. Sometimes physicians will say your tumor has this specific mutation, but it really tells us what makes that patient's cancer unique to them. So why is this important? This is incredibly important because it allows us to start offering personalized precision medicine for our patients diagnosed with colorectal cancer. And so this is all about offering the right and best treatment at the right time.
So, doctor, I'm going to stick with you for just a second. What are some of the most promising advances in biomarker-driven therapies right now?
So when you think about the history of treating any cancer, but definitely colorectal cancer, it has always been a one-size-fits-all treatment for all patients with cancer, and this oftentimes meant getting chemotherapy. And certainly we know that chemotherapy can sometimes be effective, but we also know it has a lot of side effects. So what if we were able to offer patients better targeted therapies, or even in some cases, immune therapies, to get the right treatments for the right patients as opposed to a one-size-fits-all treatment? And so really biomarker testing helps us determine if a patient is eligible to receive certain targeted therapies, or in some cases, immune-based therapies where we teach the immune system to be able to detect and kill cancer. And so when we offer the right treatment for the right patient based off of biomarker testing, we know a couple of things are going to happen. Number one, the patient's tumor is going to respond better. Number two, our patients are much less likely to have severe toxicities. They're going to live better. And most importantly, they're going to live longer. So if we have patients that are living longer, and in some cases, you'll hear from Michelle, like having cures from colorectal cancer, and they're living better and they're having a better quality of life, that's the kind of win that we need for the treatment of colorectal cancer.
All right, Michelle, let's switch gears over to you. So you were diagnosed with stage 4 colorectal cancer. Can you tell us how biomarker testing, changed your story?
Yes, thank you. So in 2017, I had some abdominal cramping so much that I couldn't work out. So that sent me to some doctors. In doing so, I was diagnosed with stage 4 colorectal cancer, metastatic throughout my body. It was bad. So the first oncologist that I saw said I had at best a year. And in that year, it would mean an operation with an ostomy and chemotherapy. So that didn't sound like a year I wanted to live, especially if it was going to be my last one. So I went to a specialist. And when I went to that specialist, it was completely changed. That doctor sat me down and said, we need to have biomarker testing done on your tumor. What that's going to do, it's going to help me tailor your treatment just for you. So in doing so, I have lived a much better life. I'm still alive in 2025. Right now, I am currently cancer-free. And I do say that this is because that's the course of action we went with. We went with biomarker testing, and we changed the course of my treatment based on those results. So just like Dr. Liu said, we can lengthen our patients' lives, and that's what I've been blessed with. I have been blessed with being alive till now, and right now, cancer-free.
Michelle, that is a fantastic story. I'm so happy to hear that you are cancer-free. That is absolutely amazing. Guys, before I let you go, where do we go to learn some more information?
Absolutely. The Colorectal Cancer Alliance is one of the largest patient advocacy organizations dedicated to preventing and eradicating colorectal cancer, but they've also put a lot of resources into biomarker testing and biomarker awareness. For more information, please go to colorectalcancer.org/biomarkers. That's colorectalcancer.org/biomarkers. You're going to get a lot of great information about what Michelle and I are talking about, as well as some great information about colorectal cancer just in general.
Doctor and Michelle, thank you so very much. I am so pleased by your success. This is fantastic. You look very, very beautiful. I am so happy to hear about your story. And guys at home, if you want to catch this segment again or others like it, just head over to First Coast News Plus.
I'm Sierra, and this is my mom, Jill. It's Closet Factory's 12 Days of Christmas Closets. Reach-in closets from just $18.88. Walk-in closets from just $38.88 with 0% financing. Only at Closet Factory.
Your journey to radiant skin starts at Green Emerald Med Spa, where beauty meets expertise in Jacksonville. Led by Dr. Charles C. Green, our team specializes in rejuvenating treatments. Unleash your skin's potential with Secret Pro and injectables like Botox and dermal fillers. Call us today or visit us online to schedule your free consultation and let us offer a customized plan that fits your skin type. Green Emerald Med Spa, where science meets serenity.
Really painful feet. I had no idea what was going on. It's hard to put in words how gratifying it is to have that kind of pain gone.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Milk?
You got a rumble in your tumble that you don't want to address.
Oh, I don't know.
Live in dairy denial. You can have your milk and smile. Lactate's in the real milk aisle. Lactate.
The holidays are all about giving, but at the Ram Wrap Up the Year sales event, it's all about getting. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months. Get the strongest Ram 1500 ever. And get it all backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Nothing stops Ram. Don't let anything stop you from getting a great deal at the Ram Wrap Up the Year sales event.
Right now, purchase this Ram 1500 and get 0% financing for 60 months or $5,500 total cash allowance on select 2026 Ram 1500 models in dealer inventory. And get a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
It's the final game, folks. This one wins the series.
If it's important, it's not worth compromising, which is why with Farmers, you don't have to compromise quality to get great savings on your insurance. Here, take mine.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I called Morgan & Morgan. You pick up a telephone, you feel like you have a friend that understands.
They really are for everyone that they represent. They take us in as family.
My experience was very personal. My attorney was right there every step of the way. I felt like she was really concerned about me.
The team I had was like family. We kind of became friends.
They're the biggest injury law firm, but they're also like family, and they're just doggone nice.
Hi, I'm Sierra, your office, your wine bar. At Closet Factory, our family designs stunning spaces that fit your needs. Give us a call today and one of our 5-star rated designers will personally meet with you. Built locally, designed personally, we are Closet Factory.
All right, David, how are you feeling?
I'm still lit up.
After that pizza,
I'm still
the
lit up.
humble pie.
I'm very humbled by the pie.
All right, that's why you have more dairy.
Something dairy-based, thank you.
All right, well, we had so much fun today. I hope you did too. Tomorrow on the show, we will have Homes for Paws with Jax Humane, of course. Watch Party Wednesday with Leroy and musical guest, where she's going to be singing an original Christmas song, right?
Cool, yeah,
I think that's what it is. I think that's who's
cool.
tomorrow. And I don't know, Awilda? We'll find out how to pronounce her name.
It's going to be
tomorrow,
great. But make sure
she's
you
going to be
stick
great.
around. The news is next with the mouse.
Have a great day.
Tomorrow.